guys, welcome to the Oracle of Lilith. My name is Amy, and today I'm doing a pick a card all about what is coming towards you in September. Now, keep in mind this is a general reading, it's a general session, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Now, if this is your first time to my channel, hi, hello, how are you? It's really good to have you. I hope you will consider subscribing to my channel and becoming a member of my tribe. If you're a returning subscriber, hey guys, what is up? How are you? It's always good to connect with your energy, and I truly appreciate you guys being here. So as you see before you, there are 3 piles of cards with 3 face cards. These are going to be your psychic linking objects. I'm not going to show you the cards up close because the camera is pretty close up. But just so you know, these cards are from the Pot Tarot. I was able to get this particular deck. Sorry, I'm drawing a blank. Speaking of pot, ha ha ha. Due to you guys' generous donations. So I really appreciate you guys donating to the channel and watching all the commercials and supporting the channel and stuff. So big thank you. So anyway, so group 1, you are going to be the moon. Group 2, you are Temperance. And group 3, you are the red-eyed sun. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to insert a little video with some music for those of you guys who need a bit more time to see which group you're drawn to. If you're drawn to more than one group, there's probably more than one message here for you for the month of September. And with that said, I'll see you beautiful, magical creatures on the other side. Bye, guys.
Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Yo, set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration. And if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to do this every day, call it replication. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 So life ain't easy, yo, I think there's a reason though. Ups and downs, just like every different season, yo. Sometimes I'm high, other times I'm barely breathing, though. You always gotta fight and hide from the demons, yo. Negative thoughts are poison, they rot. Head full of flies, so here come the clouds. They'll never stop unless I can swap all the bad for the good in my head when I'm lost. Yeah, so I'ma fake it till I make it. Positive thoughts are overtaken, I got patience. One day at a time is how you operate a cadence. A flow, you grow, you show yourself a foundation. Stay away from all the shit that causes temptation. I know that I like to do it cause it's sensation. I live my life in my head like a narration. Don't expect greatness, do my best, man, I'll take it. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4,
Hey, my group one, all of you that selected the moon. This is going to be your reading all about what's coming towards you in September. So these are your September predictions. This is such a cool moon card. She's pretty awesome and looks pretty mischievous. Now, the energy for September, y'all, it's pretty intense. Okay, we got lots of planets in retrograde. We have Venus going direct, and Mercury is going to be coming out of retrograde, but we have Uranus has gone retrograde already and will stay retrograde until January, and that alone is intense. But I think we have Jupiter going retrograde as well, and just a lot of intense energy on top of the other astrological stuff going on. So big energy in September, intense energy. Okay, and we have this mischievous moon going on for you, group one. Now, keep in mind, this is a general reading, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Let's get into the cards and see what else is going on. We have romantic love. What is the moon energy about? You guys, we have the frequency of romantic love supports our journey to feel whole and complete through the experience with the reflection of a conscious lover. You guys, what is this mischievous moon about? Cancer energy here as well. Yeah, I feel like we're opening to love. We have adjustments are required. Third quarter moon. Okay, so I'm seeing like a brain, literally like a psychic vision of a human brain that is sparked with very colorful energy, and there is literally new synapses or connections being made that are about the awarenesses of love, of how love works. And I feel now healing in the heart chakra, healing in the emotional center that's coming forward now in your consciousness, okay? We have celebrating the world's diversity. Yeah, I'm feeling like, and there's a lot of pink energy here, a lot of pink and purple energy here. I'm just feeling this energy of a lot of, like really insightful feelings and thoughts about romantic love or love in general. I said love in general, but I got to tell you guys, this feels romantic. And I know for some of you, you're like, I don't want to hear about that. Well, then this is probably, dog ear this because you picked it for a reason. Okay. And you might want to come back to this one if you're not ready to hear it. Okay. Because I feel like this is someone who's healing from some really deep issues about romantic love. Okay, and it might be a relationship that's healing. It might be an individual who's healing. We're going to keep going through the cards and see what comes forward here. We have mentalizing emotional impressions. Okay. Some of you guys might have spent the last few months soul searching about love, or this is what September is going to bring forward. We've had that Venus in Libra in retrograde, okay? And it's really caused a lot of people to kind of like look at their relationships, especially in the close ones, like romantic love, friendship, things like that. And it's called into question our interactions with people and how people interact with us. Are we valued? Do we value the people that are with us? And I feel like all this introspection, all this observation now, that some of it may have been painful because I feel like some of us have reflected on deep wounds in the area of love. Some of this may have been traumatic. Some of you guys are still going through that. But I feel like as Venus goes direct in September, and we have this Uranus energy in retrograde, which Uranus has aspects that are connected to Aquarius as well during this time, I feel like there's going to be some changes in this area of your life, okay? And September is really going to spark that. We're going to see a lot of the healing awarenesses that have been stirred up during Venus retrograde or the last few months. All these awarenesses kind of coming forward in your consciousness and now becoming, there's like action. There's like, okay, so this is the awarenesses I've come to. I'm going to start having deep discussions. I'm going to start maneuvering myself in such a way where I'm happier in this area. I have more fulfillment in this area of my life, be it friendship, love, my relationships, etc. Okay, we have magnetism. Ooh, beautiful. You may be a Leo or have Leo energy somewhere in your chart. Powerful sun energy. You might also be drawn to the third group. I haven't done that one yet, but you may be drawn to that one because that's a sun card. We have guidance. Some of you guys have a guide that is an underworld energy here. Feminine energy, could be masculine, but it feels feminine. I feel like there's Santa Muerte energy. I'm sure I butchered that and I apologize. I never mean to butcher any deity's name. But also I'm feeling Lilith. Of course, I feel her energy. Her presence is ever so much on my channel. I'm feeling Hecate as well. I'm feeling Persephone. And I'm feeling some other very dark energies. These are more primordial energies as well, and they feel aboriginal. Okay, and I can't pronounce their names. I don't have the ability to pronounce their names, but I feel them present as well. And I apologize for not having the ability to pronounce their names, but I feel them present. And I feel like these changes, for many of you, you've worked with this energy. For some of you guys, this is an ancestor or an angel or some kind of spirit. For some of you guys, this is a family spirit. This is a spirit your family has worked with. But I feel they're guiding you in this area. They're part of this, okay? They're part of this healing. Because I feel like for some of you, this issue in love has to do with the generational pattern of self-sabotage in the area of love. Always picking unavailable people, always picking people who continue patterns of emotional, physical, financial, spiritual, whatever kind of abuse, if you will. I'm not going to go into that, but you understand what I'm saying. I'm not trying to trigger anybody because I feel like some of you, not all of you, have done like deep work here, okay, that could have involved like years. Okay, we're talking about closing out a major cycle for some of you. For others, this has been, yes, deep, but doesn't run to the root of you, okay? It's not generational. This is just the healing of patterns within your own life of picking people or being in relationships with people that you found unfulfilling and you just couldn't find the right fit, and repeating toxic patterns, still very heavy, but not necessarily carrying the same burdens as people who may be lifting these burdens, heavy lifters for generations. Okay, so just take what resonates here. All right, we have family. Okay, so that's a validation of some of you guys are lifting, you're healing this from your generational level. Okay, because love has been an issue in your family. It's like bringing in new love interests in your family is an issue. And I feel like some of you guys, the root of this has to do with emotional safety, physical safety, being able to trust another person. And I feel like some of you have trusted too easily, and some of you cannot trust at all. So we have the very different levels of trust here, but trust is an overwhelming issue. For some of you, you can't commit because you can't trust anybody, because every time you've tried, you just can't get the connection. You can't seem to connect. For some of you, you have issues with feeling the depth in relationships. So you keep it very, that's another kind of like, I can't commit. Some of you can commit, but you can't feel the depth. So there's just a lot of different issues for this group in love that seem to be coming up in September to be healed. I don't think this is just a September thing, though. I think for a lot of you, this is something you're working on, okay? Definitely something that's being worked on in September. Definitely something that we have adjustments are required. So in September, I feel like you're making changes, like the action, like I said before, is coming. We have memory. Okay. Now, I feel like that's part of what we're healing from, is the past, the memories, the times that, and this is hard. It's really hard when you become aware of how in the past you have let yourself down. You haven't advocated for yourself in a relationship. You haven't spoke up. And, there are times that we do speak up. I can say this as someone who's had trauma, spoken up, and then those around us fail us. Okay. So sometimes we do, and we still don't get the help we need, But even then, we still carry like the guilt of it, right? And there's a whole process of healing around that. And forgiving yourself for feeling like you didn't do enough, right? Understand that, when you're going through stuff like this, you at the time of whatever this was going on, your brain, your mind was in a different place. You were held hostage by your own belief system and by the belief systems that were put upon you at the time. And you did the very best you could, okay? And now you're doing the very best you can. So give yourself a break, okay? And a lot of times when we're doing this kind of heavy work, we don't think about that there are good things coming from this. It's not just heavy lifting. You're doing the heavy lifting, you're doing the tough work because there are good things coming. There are powerful things coming. When I see magnetism and romantic love, I'm feeling like powerful healing that's coming. This moon card is very mischievous, but look, she's not mean. There's not a mean bone in this moon's body. There's no bones, but you know what I'm saying. She's not mean, okay? Is she mischievous? Yes, yes, yes. But is she mean? No. No, she's not mean. So tell me about this mischievous moon. Tell me about this romantic love. Okay, we know we have some work to do. But in September, what's happening in this area? Okay, I'm going to shuffle a couple times. Tell me what's happening. What is the secret? What is this mischievous little moon up to? I almost feel like this is this energy of this guide, okay? Moving things around. Tell me about it. Okay. We have the Four of Pipes, okay, which is like the Four of Swords. We have the Z's here, like sleeping, rest, okay. Okay, give me a few more cards here. We have the Knight of Joints, which is the Knight of Wands, okay. We have the Two of Bongs, okay, so Two of Cups. We have the Page of Joints, all right. And one more from the bottom. Okay, and we have the Two of Wands coming in. Okay, so we have the Two of Cups and the Two of Wands. 22 is going to be a number of alignment for you guys. Okay. So I feel like what's happening is that you're in recovery. Okay, you're recovering in September. You're healing, all right? You're healing. And I feel like there is this energy coming through. And even though this is the Page of Joints, it feels like clarity, okay? It feels like with rest, with reflection, with patience comes clarity. What I'm getting here is like, if you're in a relationship, don't rush in to have a conversation, okay? Don't rush in to have any intense conversations without reflection, okay? Because there is going to be so much powerful energy. Because I feel like September really is about you it's almost like you're getting your passion together. You're getting your ideas about love together. It's all like coming from your heart chakra up through your throat chakra to your third eye. It's like you're having a heart and mind healing where you're on the same page. Your heart and your mind are on the same page. And there's an element here of kind of knowing what you want in love in September. Like, as you work this process, it kind of coming together. And for some of you with this family card, what I'm getting now is you deciding what kind of relationships you want in your life. You deciding what kind of romantic relationships. Maybe some of you are going to decide you want to have a family. Maybe some of you guys are going to want to like let more people in your life. Maybe there'll still be some people that you don't want to hang around with anymore. But I feel like for some of you, this moon card is really about revealing the truth of what you want and what you need in relationships. And the truth of if the relationship you're in right now can really give that to you. And September may not reveal the absolute truth of that, but it may begin the process of the revealing of that. You have to give it time. Okay, you have to give people time, especially if your needs have changed. And, you know, this feels like for some of you, this has been a very deep process. This is a very deep process, okay? And so if you're with somebody and you've come to this point where these are the things I need, okay? I'm aware that I need these things. And you tell the person, you know, you have to give them time. You know, you have to work together. You have to understand this is not adversarial. You're working together. Now, if they can't do those things, if they can't work with you, then that's a whole other discussion, okay? For some of you, if you're single, knowing these things helps you connect with your person, okay? If you're not interested in meeting your person, it helps you know self more. It helps you know what's going to make you happy, how to move in your life towards things that make you happy, okay? But I have to say, even if you don't want to be with somebody, there's a magnetism that's forming around you in September because there's a deep knowledge of self here. There's a deep knowledge of like, what's going to make me happier in love? What's going to make me feel fulfilled in love? Like, these are my needs. These are my wants. These are my desires. And it's all kind of coming together. Like I've done the reflection, I'm doing the resting, the reflection, the recovery. And, you know, I kind of like get it now. I kind of get what I need. I kind of know what I need. And, you know, I'm going to move towards that in love. And if, you know, I'm in a relationship that can't meet that anymore, then Venus direct says, well, if you can't work it out, then perhaps there's something else, right? Now, I'm not saying that people are going to break up in September. What I'm saying is that Venus direct is calling for a deeper relationship for a lot of people, or a change in relationship, or a true partnership, okay? So new connections will be built, connections that have gone I don't want to say they've gone stale, but they've gone kind of neutral, will end and new connections will be made. So, and I feel like many of you have done a lot of work here. And I think in September, we're just going to see that kind of start to bubble for many. And it starts with all of these deep, heartfelt truths really coming up into the mental space and starting to apply those in life and finding the truth, which can be difficult. And Uranus in retrograde kind of calls for foundational changes and alignments. And some of these changes can be difficult, okay? But they really are for our betterment. They're for our evolution of self, okay? So I really feel like it's important that you trust yourself. Okay, this really is about trusting your intuition. Now, for some of you, I'm speaking about ending of relationships, but the truth is for some of you, this is going to deepen your connection because you are with your person. And part of your journey is learning to open up and trust your person. Okay, you manifested somebody you wanted to trust, and many of you guys are with that person and you haven't opened up to them and trusted them, and this is coming up, okay? And for some of you, you're about to meet the person who, you are going to open up to and be able to trust. Okay, so different messages for different people. Let's get a few more cards for my group 1. Tell me more about September for my group 1. We have fire element, brave, passionate, confident, desire. Okay, so with all this love talk, just know that there is your sacral chakra is going to be like firing like crazy. The time has come to get everything your ancestors were denied. And for many of them, they were denied true love. They couldn't follow their heart's desire because of oppression, because of somebody else making the decisions. And so it left them in broken and toxic relationships. It left many of them brokenhearted for many lifetimes. And so we're healing up a lot of that. Love isn't for me, it's for other people. Summer is filled with the flavor of nostalgia and fun. Have some fun in September, you guys. I feel like you guys have been doing so much deep diving, especially some of you guys over the last 30 days. My tongue is so heavy, I'm sorry. My medication, you guys. But you've been doing so much deep diving over the last 30 days that this is a reminder from your neighborhood spirit guides that you guys need to have some fun. Go swimming before the pool closes, go to the lake, whatever you do, go have some fun, okay? Because life is short. And we need to embrace the moments of joy and fun and nostalgia and, make a core memory with one of your kids. Go play with your dog. It's all going to work out, okay? And love is for you, group 1. True love, romantic love, that love you want, that happiness you want, it's for you, okay? So just give yourself some grace, all right? Okay, group 1, that's what I received for you. I hope this resonated. If it did, please let me know down in the comments below. I would love to hear from you guys. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I'd love to have you as a member of my tribe. And if you'd like to see more readings like this one, give me a thumbs up. And I'll see you beautiful, magical creatures next time. Bye, guys. Hey, group 2, all of you that selected Temperance. This is going to be your reading all about what's coming towards you in September. Keep in mind this is a general reading. It's a general session. So just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. So these are your September predictions. So I'm just going to tell you guys, I feel like you guys have been struggling for meaning. I think some of you guys are growing impatient. And you may be struggling with having faith about something. I do feel the hand of the divine here as well. So let's get into it and find out what else came out for you, and see where you're going in September, what energy is coming towards you. We have realization. The frequency of realization supports the internal process of becoming aware of our heart-centered truth. as well as the external process of becoming our highest expression in the world. I feel like Uranus in retrograde, which is going on now until the end, until January 2024. Okay, this is a timeless reading, but I'm filming it for September 2023. And I think it started, I want to say the 29th of August, but I could be off a few days. We have so many planets right now in retrograde or about to go into retrograde. Venus is going to go direct here pretty soon, and Mercury comes out of retrograde in a couple of weeks. So there's been a lot of deep energy of reflection. A lot of people have been working through some fear, and I guess that card's there we go. That's better. A lot of people have been working through some fear, becoming aware of perhaps fears that were kind of subconscious. And I feel this energy almost of burnout. Like, I don't even know why it matters anymore. I keep pushing, I keep trying, and I feel like it's almost like the rules are stacked against me. Even if I try to make this happen, I still have all these oppressive energies around me that won't allow me to do these things. If that makes any sense, it will to some of you, it won't. Just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Let's keep going here. We have show the world the real you. Okay. So it's almost like we have Gemini energy here, or we have like two trains of thought going on. Like, we want to get out, we want to live this purpose, we want to go towards the dream, but we also have the reality of what's going on in the world, this oppressive energy, this tightening of the strings. It feels scary to kind of go outside the safe zone of function, to kind of like bet on ourselves right now, because there is so much oppressive energy and so much fear about just keeping our standard of living, being able to maintain some kind of standard of keeping food on the table and a roof over our heads. So it feels very it feels very scary to a lot of people. And I just feel like group 2 is struggling for meaning and purpose. Like, what is the purpose in all this suffering? What is the purpose in the continual upheaval of energy? Because I feel like all of us on this planet, in most of it, let's say most of us, because I know there are people that aren't to the degree that the masses are, but most of us within the collective on some level are highly traumatized by the repetitive big events that keep happening over and over. It's like a re-traumatization of the populace, because we keep having these major events happen. And after a while, we kind of get into this philosophical place where we start to struggle for meaning and purpose. Like, what's the purpose in getting up and going to work and functioning and trying to pay your bills when, every other week there's some kind of massive hysterical event happening where, we're having to evacuate, or we're having to think about, survival. How can we continue to just function every day? And that can really put you into a dark night of the soul situation where you really kind of lose a lot of your foundational beliefs. And I feel like a lot of you who are going through this have probably been pushing towards something. You've been working really, really hard. And I just want to tell you, I want you to be aware that you're working really hard at accomplishing something during a really difficult time in human history. Okay, so you're not only working really hard at making something happen or transforming something or starting a business, whatever this is, okay, whatever it is you're working really hard at, but you're also like in the stormiest, most densest sea ever. You couldn't have picked a more dense time to try to pop something off. So I need you to kind of hold space for that awareness. Okay. And I feel like some of you guys need to understand that the hand of the divine is on this. And Things may not be working like you want them to, but there are reasons why. And for some of you, to be honest with you, you are being protected in ways that you don't even know and cannot fathom. And you will be held and supported by the universe. You are going to have what you need, okay? The universe is going to support you. But I need to remind you that for many of you, and if this resonates, it does, okay? Your purpose here is bigger than your worry. Your purpose here is bigger than your worry, okay? And it is okay to doubt. It's okay to burn out. It's not okay to burn out, but what I'm saying is if you have burnt yourself out, it's okay. It's all right. You need to unplug. You need to rest. You need to nurture yourself and give yourself space, okay? This is a very intense journey. I just want to talk to you, Group 2, because I feel like some of you guys don't understand, Group 2, that you are a special group of people. I feel it. I feel it with this Temperance card, okay? And you're struggling for meaning and purpose because you're this special group. You're highly sensitive. And you really do have the very best intention. Show the world the real you, realization. And it's good to have very high intentions, high expectations, and I feel a lot of light worker energy, like really good intentions, really working hard and holding the vision, right? Holding the vision. But many of you are being met with the realization of this reality, of how dense the energy is right now. And baby, it's dense. And I have to tell you, it's going to get more dense over the next few months. Okay. This is not failure. This is actually part of the unfolding. Okay. All of this density, all of these things that are being revealed are part of the process. It is the revealing. It is the purging of this very toxic energy that the collective has been carrying. And you know this at a higher level, okay? You know this. Some of you know it in the front of your brain, in your consciousness, okay? But some of you guys know it at a higher level. You're feeling frustrated because you're tired, because many of you guys are carrying this energy. You are working like an astral or the in-between, or you actually are a light worker out working with people, and however the capacity. Sorry, I need to take a breath. Just take a breath with me, okay? Let's just breathe. That energy is heavy. And the more you interact with people, the more energy from people that you carry, it'll burn you out. So, Group 2, you need to take some time for yourself. You need to realize that you are a human being. You may be a light worker or whatever you want to call yourself, whatever you are, whatever your label is, okay? Spiritual worker, nurse, whatever you are. But you feel frustrated, searching for meaning, approaching a dark night of the soul, exhausted, because you're carrying so much and you're not giving yourself any relief. You're not purging it. You're not releasing it. You're just carrying it and carrying it and carrying it. And it's time for you to purge some of this in September, okay? So if you feel like crying, it's okay for you to cry. If you feel like you're failing, let me tell you something. First of all, honey, you're not failing, okay? You're overwhelmed, overworked, underpaid, underappreciated, okay, honey? That's what this is. Some of you guys are horribly taken for granted. People don't appreciate everything you've done, everything you're doing. I want to say thank you for everything you've done and everything you're doing. Some of you guys who are in the medical field, I deeply appreciate you. As just from me to you as an autoimmune patient, I just want to tell you so many medical professionals have really been so good to me and are the reason I am healing and I'm doing so much better today. And I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. You know, if you're out there making food for people, I just want to tell you thank you. There are many times I am not well enough to make my own food. And I appreciate people who can do that for me. I appreciate you. People who deliver my packages. There are many times I cannot leave my house to get my packages, and I appreciate people who are able to do those kind of things. I appreciate the people out in the world who are doing jobs that are very difficult right now, and are feeling burnt out and unappreciated. I want you to know that there are many of us out here who deeply appreciate you, from doctors to the people who work on cars, to the people who deliver pizza. You do not know the people that you touch, because many times we're not able to kind of like tell you. But there are many of us out here who depend on people like you to do those jobs for reasons that aren't just like, you know, simple reasons. Some of us need you because we have autoimmune disease, or we don't have a car, or we have other things going on. So I just want to say thank you. Thank you for all the wonderful things that you give. Now, some of you guys, on top of doing those kind of things, you also give from the heart. You're healers, you know. You're a friend in need kind of thing, can always depend on you. You know, you're very helpful. Some of you guys work in counseling. Some of you guys are tarot readers or whatever. However you work, there is something about your energy that you always go above and beyond, okay? Even when you don't feel like it. And I just feel like you guys need to do that for yourself, okay? When you overgive, a lot of times you lose that sense of purpose. You lose that sense of meaning. And you wonder, why are you here? What are you doing here? Why am I doing this? Does this have any purpose at all? Because you go from feeling good about what you're doing to feeling empty. You got to refill your cup. I think in September, I feel like you guys are being called to refill your cup. We have establishing emotional boundaries. Boom. You guys are going to become more and more aware of when to give your energy and when to hold it back, when to make time for yourself. And some of you guys need a lot more time than what you think. You know, I'll just tell you my own personal journey with this. I've become aware that I need a lot more rest than what I think. That my recovery, like my physical therapy, is going to take a lot more time than I think. That I'm not going to be able to do as many of the things as I want to. You know, I'm going to have to kind of like refocus a bit. And I feel like in September, you guys might become aware that, you know what, you may have to refocus a bit. You need to make yourself a priority, group 2. And some of you guys are like, yeah, I have. I went through this too. Yeah, I made myself a priority. I drink more water. I try to get to bed earlier. I do these little things. No, some of you guys need to make major changes where you are actually the priority, not the workaround priority, not the, oh, it's convenient for everyone else if I do it this way. No, it's okay for you to inconvenience people. Okay, if you are struggling for meaning in your life, you need to become a priority, okay? Because it's time for you to reconnect with yourself and your life. Because life is beautiful. And I know it's hard to even hear that when you see the world in the state it is. But it is. And it's really important for group 2, especially if you resonate with like light worker, spiritual worker, that kind of energy, for you to connect with life force. It's very important, group 2. I feel like a lot of you guys haven't really connected with life force, with chi, in a while. And I feel like it would be so helpful for you in group 2. Activating empathic magic. There we go. I feel like that's the power of nature coming in to help soothe you. You know, if you're sad, go sit under a tree and cry. Go roll around in your grass and cry. Go get a rock. Sob into a rock. Let Gaia take your pain. Because Gaia Gaia, the planet, Earth, nature, can transmute that energy and give it back to you as healing energy. You're not taking from her. You're giving to her this energy as an offering of energy. And she gives it freely back to you as healing energy, as light energy, however you visualize it. You're flowing with nature. We have meditation, boom. Yeah, I'm feeling that, like meditation. Some of you guys need to get outside, under the stars, in a bathtub, whatever. Do it safely, in a bathtub, do it safely, okay? But you need to do some meditation. You need to do some introspection, okay? You need to ask yourself some tough questions about if you are struggling with meaning in your life or purpose, if you feel like your life isn't fulfilling anymore, if your relationships aren't fulfilling, if what you're doing isn't fulfilling, it's time for a pivot. It's time to ask yourself, what isn't fulfilling about this? Open that up to your ancestors, open it up to your spirits and ask them, to help you find the pathway to fulfillment, to help you find, what's going to make you happy. It's okay to change your path. It's okay to change your direction, to change your flow. And really, Uranus in retrograde is really about that with its aspects with Aquarius. It really is about that. It's about course corrections. It's about new foundations and moving towards your northern node. That's what I'm feeling like. Group 2, you're moving towards your northern node. So you might check out your natal astrology chart and find out what your northern node is. We have aura, truth. Ooh, that's beautiful. I feel like in September, there is this energy with group 2 of being courageous in searching for the truth of self. What do you really want? Once I stop overgiving, once I stop draining myself, once I have this energy, and some of you guys are already here, you've stopped draining yourself so much. You've stopped overgiving. So you have this energy, and now you're questioning. Then you ask yourself, so where do I put this energy now? What do I do with it? How do I use it? How do I utilize it? What's important to me? What matters to me? You're searching for your truth, for your heart-centered truth here. For the heart of you, what's going to make you happy, what's going to help you get aligned. And I feel like there's going to be a realization for many of you. We have stability. I love this card so much. It feels like the King of Pentacles in so many ways. And we have miracles. I love this card too. Codes in nature. I feel this energy moving around group 2. And I feel it wanting to come through. And I feel the pinnacle is something that you've wanted to manifest. And it's coming from a heart center, okay? And it feels like wish fulfillment. Let's pull some tarot on this, okay? It may be the source of this frustration. It may be the source of searching for meaning because you've been working on this, working at it. Maybe you've been trying to show the real you. You've been trying to stand out in whatever this is. And I feel Spirit is encouraging you to go within with the meditation card. It's time for you to go within, search within. Search within yourself. Search within your heart for what you truly want. Because as we grow, our wants change, our goals change. And maybe it's time for you to reevaluate your goals, your dreams. Okay. We have the 5 of Wands. Okay. The 5 of joints. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of pipes, which is the 5 of Swords. competition, fight. Let's see, we have the 7 of Cups. I feel like this is self-sabotage coming up. That's what I'm feeling intuitively. I feel like there is something that you are trying to, I feel like this is subconscious. For some of you, you're getting frustrated because it's not happening quick enough. And subconsciously, your thought process, you're trying to self-sabotage. Whatever this is, you're getting in your own way. It's like you're trying to justify sabotaging yourself. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The 7 of Wands. Okay, we have 5, 5, 7, 7. Okay, so 5, 5, 55 is going to be a number of alignment, and 7, 7. This tells me that you're afraid of this change that many of you guys have been working to manifest. Some of you guys feel this change coming and it's scaring you, and you're trying to sabotage it on some level. It feels like it's in competition. It's in, you fought for it. You're fighting for it. You put the work in, and now it's like it's about to come forward, and there's fears about it coming forward. You're just unsure. Tell me more about this. There's stability coming in for you, justice. Then we have the stability card. Things are going to balance out for you. Your fears are going to be relieved, okay? This miracle that's manifesting, this truth of you that for some of you guys, this new realization, this connection is the key to manifesting this. Okay. And some of you guys are resisting this. It's kind of like you're going through this process of realization, and it's not going as quickly as you like. And I'm telling you, you're going to have to give yourself time. Okay. Rome was not built in a day, honey. And what you're trying to manifest isn't going to happen overnight. And I know some of you guys have been at this a long time, but you don't realize how much work you've done. How much sliding of time, how much moving of people, places, and things. I need you to take a moment and realize that. Some of you guys have been working on establishing healthy boundaries with yourself. And this is one of them. You're still working on it, okay? Because a lot of you guys, if your manifestation were to pop off too soon, you would work yourself to death. You would absolutely work yourself to death, okay? Some of you guys, there's some anxiety issues here, and part of what's going on is trying to help you get control of that, helping you find peace in your life, helping you find balance in your life, okay? I do feel with the Justice card like there's good karma coming. For some of you guys who have some kind of legal case, I feel like after Mercury retrograde, so towards the end of September, you may be hearing some good news. If you've had some like weirdness in retrograde that's happened, I feel like you may be seeing some things smooth out towards the end of September into October. Okay, we have the Empress here. Yeah. If you're waiting on a decision or something like that, I feel like we're going to get some good progress, especially if this has to do with like child custody or something like that. I feel like some of you guys are working on something that now that I have Miracles, Justice, and the Empress together in a row, it feels like for many of you, this has to do with a big goal. Like maybe you're going to college, maybe you're trying out for a job, maybe you're trying to manifest a business or a person. It's different for many of you, okay? And for some of you, you've worked so hard at this that you're kind of getting lost in the process, and you're beginning to lose like your umph, your desire, your passion, or you're questioning and you're doubting the whole thing, right? Some of you guys just need to take a break. You need to take a break from this. You need to give yourself some time off. for clarity. Wheel of Fortune, okay? Giving yourself some time off is going to give you some clarity as well. You need to meditate. We have the Eight of Buds, which is the Eight of Pentacles. And I feel like the wheel is going to begin to turn in your favor in this area of work, of manifestation, of physical things, okay? And you're encouraged to keep going, all right? Don't give up. Don't give up on the things you want, all right? But know that, yeah, it's slow moving. I see the angels and the guides and the ancestors around me being like, yes, honey, it's slow moving. And that's all we can say, all right? Take all the time you need. There's no rush here. But the universe is going to support you. You are supported by the universe. You aren't alone. You may feel alone, but you're not alone, okay? We have angel number 222, a sign that you are on the right track. Worry and focus. Stop worrying and focus on the positive, okay? So a sign that you are on the right track. Stop worrying and focus on the positive. And angel number 222 can also be a sign of alignment for you guys. You are about to get sweet rewards for your hard work. That's beautiful, okay? Something's going to pay off for you. Keep going, okay? But understand that it takes time. Give yourself a break. Some of you guys really need a break. Celebration on the way. And we have strut your stuff like no one is watching. And again, we have this show the world the real you. You need to take your time and shine. That's what I'm getting. Take your time and show people your gifts and abilities. There's no hurry. There's no rush. The work, whatever this is, whatever you put out, be authentic. Be real. Do your thing, okay? And it takes as long as it takes. Just make sure that you're putting out the stuff that's you. That's authentically you, okay? That's what really matters right now. More than anything, is that you put out stuff that aligns with your heart, your truth, okay? I feel like in September, that really is where you're going. It's like aligning with the sense of, I'm going to do and act and be in ways that align with my highest truth of self. I'm going to put up healthy boundaries that allow me to be good to myself first. Not because I don't love other people and want to be there for them, but because I do want to love other people and be there for them. And I can't completely be present for others if I'm not completely present for myself. And I feel like in September, that's what we're learning. We're learning to be more present for self. And I feel like for you, group 2, this really allows you to open up to big possibilities in your life manifesting. For some of you guys, you're trying to manifest something really big. But in order for you to get to a place where truly the universe can bring that to you, you have to understand that you are worth this. This is yours. You've earned this. And there are issues still with this Justice card. There's issues with self-worth here. Because you're still not taking care of yourself. You're still not putting yourself first and understanding that in order to truly care for others, we must care for self. We have to take care of ourselves so that when we give from a heart-centered place that is full and not in lack. Fill up your cup in September, group 2. Fill it up, overflow it. Okay? And you will find a lot of the issues you're having, you'll get clarity with it, okay? Take time to meditate. Whether it's 5 minutes or it's 30 minutes, just make meditation or a time of quiet, of peace. It doesn't have to be formal, okay? Just set aside time for you to find some peace of mind for yourself, okay? All right, group 2, that's what I received for you. I hope this resonated. If it did, please let me know down in the comments below. I would love to hear from you guys. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I'd love to have you as a member of my tribe. And if you'd like to see more readings like this one, give me a thumbs up. And I'll see you beautiful, magical creatures next time. Bye, guys. Hey, group 3, all of you that selected the sun, this is going to be your reading all about what is coming towards you in September. These are going to be your September predictions. Now, keep in mind, this is a general reading, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. So we have a really happy stoned sun here. Really positive card, really joyful card. So I'm excited to see what else came out for you guys for September. We have communication. The frequency of communication supports our ability to exchange information in many different forms. It reminds us to run every piece of information, both incoming and outgoing, through our heart, the center of our truth, to stay in the flow of source and a balanced exchange. All right. Okay. Let's see these cards. We have sound healing. Okay, communication, sound healing. That's interesting. Okay, so a lot of throat chakra energy. We have examining self-identity. This is number 22. Okay. All right. Embracing sensuality as a union. That's number 36. Okay, we have, it's time to release negativity. Okay, I feel like you're releasing some negative self-talk. We have key. We have great diviner. We have bliss. Okay, I want to pull some what's brewing. Okay, because I feel like, and I didn't feel this for the other, the other groups. I didn't pull this what's brewing for any other group. But I feel like for you, there's someone talking about the sun in September. Because I feel like you're communicating, you're showing up. I think it feels like this sun is just doing their own thing. They're really standing in their power. I feel like with this examining self-identity, they're just really presenting in a very strong way who they are. And I feel like this is being actualized through self-expression, through their throat chakra. You may be saying more, the things you say may be being said in a more powerful way, or you're just speaking your truth, maybe to someone in your life, or just in general. Okay. And we have this bliss card here, and I just feel like you're a lot happier, or you're feeling a lot happier. Okay. So, and I feel like you've been given a key to a gate, or it's almost like I'm seeing someone like open a gate or a doorway or a road, and you're walking down this road, you're kind of doing your thing. You've released a lot of negative self-talk, and you're just going forward. I do think that the sun has a little bit of fear here, and there may be somebody who's picking up on that and kind of activated by it, or catalysted by it, or they're catalysted by your sense of self, a healing of self-esteem, a healing of the solar plexus. Tell me about it. We have be careful. Let's see. Be careful both. Okay, salt or sugar. Be careful, they both look the same. Looks can be deceiving. Okay. Tell me about the salt or sugar. We have, doing substances. Doing substances. We'll call it that. They're doing substances. Okay. All right. So I feel like if you guys partake of the green, someone's talking about that and judging that, or this person is a partier, or I also feel like this person's just judging you in general, just judging your lifestyle or your behavior in some kind of way. Okay, I'm getting like these two cards. We have fighting for what you love, claim yours, love is a battlefield. Okay, I feel like part of this energy really is about you speaking your truth and fighting for your what you love. Feels like you have fought to be who you are today. Okay, this energy in September, like the energy that's presenting here for group 3, you have fought to be who you are. And it's almost like you have fought to say the things that you are saying, to present yourself in the way you're presenting. And I feel you very strongly. And I feel like there are people within your energetic field that are very uncomfortable. Okay. We have family time. So these could be family, they could be friends. It feels like people you spend your time with. With the doing substances card over here, I feel like this could be somebody you've partied with as well, or had like get-togethers with. But I feel this judgment here. You're being judged in September. Okay. And it could be like we have Uranus going into retrograde. We have all these planets doing these crazy things. We have Venus going direct, which really is going to have a lot more people like speaking their truth when it comes to relationships, family relationships, love relationships, friendships. And I feel like people are going to be more focused on having happy, healthy, blissful relationships. And I feel like this sun here is like, I've either found my happy place or I want to find my happy place. I found my happiness within me, and I'm not going to let any negativity or negative people around me take that from me. And I feel like there's just some harsh judgment here from people that you've had, I feel like, close relationships with. Okay, we have the 5 of joints here, which came out in group 2. So let's see what else comes out here. We have, I'm not reading reversals. We have the 6 of pipes, which is like the 6 of swords. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6. All right. Yeah, I feel this energy of just like wanting to move on. The Queen of Pipes, which is like the Queen of Swords. I just feel you speaking your truth and shining very brightly. And people being attracted to you speaking, you being more present. I feel you being more seen and you being okay with that. And I feel there's an element here of faith that, you know what, it's just going to work out for me. I don't know how. I'm not really sure how. And I almost don't care. I'm just so happy being me. I'm just so happy in this energy. I don't really know how everything's going to go, but it's okay. And we have the 2 of Wands here. Okay, that came out in group 2 as well. Group 2, you may be drawn to group 2. Okay, I feel the need to kind of like shuffle this. All right, and then we have 2 more that come out. We have Death that has come out. We have 2 more. Okay, let's just look at these and then we'll go use those as clarifiers. So definitely, I feel like in September, there is this element of transformation for you. I feel like as you speak more, as you're more present, as this energy judges you, I feel you becoming stronger as people judge you. I feel like as people come towards you and may say hurtful things, they may try to start drama with you. I feel like your resolve to stand firm in who you are just grows. And this is really going to transform you into someone who is happier with yourself and happier with your life. I feel like you're going to be calling in more people who are like family, real family, people who cheer for you, people who love you not despite your uniqueness, but because of it. Like they embrace who the truth of you is. We're not taking any reversals. We have the 5 of pipes, and we have the 2 of pentacles. I feel the 5 of pipes is like the 5 of swords. So I feel like your struggles, like your internal struggles, your internal battles with self are really going to balance out. Unfortunately, some of that balancing out energy may have to do with releasing toxic people, toxic situations. And for some of you in September, I feel like there may be someone or a situation within your family, friend group. For a few of you, this could be work as well that is going to reveal themselves. You may already know. Okay. And you're encouraged to stand in your truth, to not shrink yourself, to not make this easy, to do what you're called to do. Okay. Because it's part of this transformation that you are going under. And standing in your truth is really going to help you transform your life. Okay. It's going to help you release toxicity. It's going to help you release negativity because people are going to know not to fuck with you. Okay, just to be honest. They're going to know that the person they used to know who may have put up with this bullshit is gone. Okay? It's not who you are that holds you back. It's what you think you are not. And I feel like that's part of what you have found out. I feel like there has been energy around you that has contributed to you keeping yourself small. That for some reason, either this is family or a friend, someone who is threatened by your potential greatness or your talents or your abilities, and they've worked really hard to keep you small, and it's like the sun has shown up out of the blue. Like all of a sudden I think some of you guys have had this sun energy for a while, and it's like this person, this group, this people, whatever this is, all of a sudden you're getting attention or people are noticing or you're happy. There's something about your energy that changes and they're like, I don't like that. I don't like you being happy. I don't like the energy you have or the attention you have. And I feel like you may become really painfully aware of this. It feels like you become aware that this person has contributed to a lot of the thought processes that you've had to overcome. Some of you guys already know this, but it will become more and more apparent. And, it's okay for you not to be able to be around someone all the time. Okay. I feel like for some of you, this person runs hot or cold with the salt and sugar card. Okay, they may have and I'm not trying to diagnose anyone, but they may appear to be a little bit bipolar. I'm not saying they are, they just feel that way to me. They feel energetically like they may have a Jekyll and Hyde kind of situation going on. All right. We're taking quite a few of these cards for you. So, okay. So we have, you are swimming against the current, swim with the flow. Ooh, my stomach is growling. I'm so sorry. I feel like September is kind of a beginning of a time where you just get into flow. There is kind of an acceptance of where you are. And there's a peace and a joy in just being. It feels like Leo energy that is learning to accept kind of your process. And instead of constantly fighting for attention, being in flow with what you need. And really attuning yourself to your own flow of when you can be Leo. I'm using Leo as an example. Okay, you may not be a Leo, but when to perform and when to rest, when to give, when to receive. It's becoming very aware of your own flow and allowing it to kind of guide you. And for many of you, part of your flow, getting more into your flow, is becoming aware of people like this in your life. We have angel number 777. You are about to reap the fruits of your labor. Something good is waiting for you. Okay, so you're manifesting something good. Some of you guys, you may get a little prize or a little special something in September out of the blue. It may be a little money or a little gift, or you may get a little present sent to you, just a little something from the universe to kind of say, hey, We see what you're doing and you're on the right track, kind of thing. We have angel number 111. You are manifesting new beginnings. Stay focused and remember to practice gratitude. Yes. See, I'm seeing a Leo kind of energy. You may not be a Leo. I'm using the sun here. And Leo is the sun. Okay. I'm seeing the sun energy as someone who has bright ideas, is a bright spark, can naturally catch people's attention, but has been somewhat oppressed. Worked through that and is kind of getting into this flow of being seen, of speaking truth, and now is learning how to balance out their energies, is understanding their flow, and is beginning to do positive action towards their goals, their dreams, their whatnot, okay, whatever this is, okay, and practicing gratitude for where you are now. I feel like the sun here is engaged in the joy of the moment instead of the joy of what could be, what could happen, what possibly might happen, what might manifest. You know what I'm saying? I feel the sun is very present in the moment and in a joyful place and is grateful to be there, whatever their circumstances look like. I feel like this energy is making the best out of a bad situation to a degree. For some of you, it's like seeing the good in the bad, seeing the good in where you are, even though it may not be where you want to end up. It's where you are right now, and you're going to enjoy your life. You know, it's that kind of decision. Okay. We have stand out, don't be shy. Again, we have this energy here of just like really being seen by people in a very positive way, being heard. And, you know, this is always going to bring out some haters. It's always going to bring out people who are going to judge you because you're being seen more. You won't see if you can unless you cross the bridge. Okay. For some of you, there is a level of acceptance that happens as you cross this bridge of where you are and how your journey is going to go. You know, it may not go like you want it to go, but it's your journey. And if you own it, you can really enjoy it, group 3. So I feel like there is a lot of enjoyment coming for you in September, a lot of being in the moment. I think for group 3, that's the most powerful thing for you. Staying in your moments and trying to enjoy your moments and trying to make the best out of the situation that you're in. Not allowing other people's ideas of you and judgments of you to steal your joy and to steal your focus. It's very important in September because I feel like you're making major movements as far as your sense of self and your self-esteem, and you're really shining. All right, so keep doing what you're doing. Okay, I think you have a really bright September to look forward to. Okay, group 3. All right, that's what I received for you. I hope this resonated. If it did, please let me know down in the comments below. I would love to hear from you guys. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I'd love to have you as a member of my tribe. And if you'd like to see more readings like this one, give me a thumbs up. And I'll see you beautiful, magical creatures next time. Bye, guys.